Firstly, I would like to share my understanding on China's policy and intentions in recent 2 years and even much longer time. The fundamental source of insecurity really is that China's interest in the South China Sea have always been defined and driven by its military and strategic objectives of establishing and gaining dominance and control in the first and second island chains.
And it is no longer sufficient to simply characterize China's malicious activity in the West Philippine Sea as mere violations or incidents or even incursions, because we're well beyond that.
The reason why China has deployed so much force in recent 2 years at the above features is that it is worried that the Philippines would occupy them. China is a large and complex country, and Beijing has a lot of important agenda to deal with. You may not believe it, but the South China Sea is not even a hot topic in Beijing, which is very, very different from the atmosphere in Manila.
There's no clear intent on settling the dispute peacefully. Regional operations imply coercive intent and undermine trust among the nations.
China's military expansion is counterbalanced by the U.S. FONOPs designed to contest China's expansive claims.
The Philippines has chosen to resolve this issue through peaceful means and even submitted the case for arbitration.
So some in the Philippines view that provisional arrangement as a concession because the shoal is not within any overlapping zone.
We also face lot of other issues, from unilateral development of resources in the East China Sea to installation of buoys in Japan's PAC.
These ships are not only a hazard to other vessels, but also to coastal communities who rely upon essential waterways for their access to food, fuel, and goods.
Many nations have expressed support for the 2016 ruling, which, as set out in the text of the convention, is final and legally binding on both the Philippines and the People's Republic of China. This is in part because of the implication of the ruling for the international community.
Our interest on peace and stability in the South China Sea is a purely economical one.
The reason Australia is so passionate about this issue isn't just because we like the Philippines and isn't because, we have a good relationship with the Philippines. It's absolutely fundamental to our future prosperity and security as well.
For Canada's part, we are committed to enhancing our presence in the region under the auspices of our Indo-Pacific strategy, supported by $2.3 billion in new investments to create more opportunities to work side by side with allies and partners to protect international law.
The neutrality of the Philippines is essential to Beijing for the following reason: for the effective sea control of the South China Sea, for the effective control of Bashi Channel in case of a Taiwan scenario.
There is also the fact that we have to consider multiple sets of laws. The first panel on the Coast Guard really made that clear, and Alessio's comments in the last panel highlighted that we're talking about national jurisdictions and international law.
Because what is different between China and the other claimant is not the details of the claim, it's a philosophy about international law.
I think that those kinds of communications would be helpful, because I think that would help people understand what it is China really is pursuing.
So it is not a stand-alone approach. It is used in conjunction with diplomatic efforts. The shift in approach has sparked debates regarding the effectiveness of international law and the institutions that uphold it.
And this challenge in the South China Sea is compounded by the fact that China's expansive
claims are based not on international law, but on its revisionist history.
The South China Sea is currently experiencing a gray zone situations where the security environment is tense.
Put it this way, we need to start to invest into opportunities for cooperation that allow us to make sure that we understand what the recipe book around the maritime security is, so that we can decide, even if we have daily menus at the national level that are different, how to relate with each other.
So even though this is not available to the public yet, but it will soon be available, then it will be pose serious challenge to our transparency initiative. We are invested in the South China Sea because it is important to our own national interests.
I don't think these are going to solve things, but they're all a path to make things better. And I think that's important. And I hope that you can all join in supporting it.